All right, so give advice to an entrepreneur that would love to be on a radio, like on a radio show. How do they get into a radio show? How do they even get the possibility of, not necessarily even your show, but how do they get on radio in general? And can I get a water? I'm like dying up here.
Stretch.
Do you want a water?
I'd love a water.
We'd love 2 waters. I'm sorry.
My advice to you, while poor Tony is running back and forth, my advice to you, because this applies for radio and podcast, and I think, I mean, here's the thing: get interviewed as much as possible. And it doesn't matter if it's a big radio or podcast show, or if it's a small radio and podcast show. It does not matter. You need to be interviewed, and you need to get your interview chops in there as much as possible.
Christine.
Oh, okay, stretching. Okay. But one thing that as a producer, I get a lot of emails from folks, and a lot of times people will say, you know, please have me on your show. This is what I do. Blah 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 blah. And people try and call my voicemail. Don't leave a voicemail, because I'm not going to answer it. I don't answer my phone unless that's my mom or my wife, because I have so many people calling me. One of the best things that you can do, and if you do email me or other folks, is, and you have it right in your hand. You have this multimedia film crew right in your hands. And I highly recommend that you do a short video. You don't need all the fancy lighting and stuff like that, but you can literally do a short video, do 2 minutes, 1 minute, and actually say why you are so special and why you need to be on their show. Because in an email, I can't see your eyes. I can't see your passion. I can't even feel your passion. With a short video, you're gonna get my attention, and I'm gonna know right away, like, hey, this person's got something. I'm gonna take the extra step and check out your website. That's one way to cut through it. Where's Candace? Is Candace here today?
That was painful.
Candace knows, because I was trying to get in touch with a very important person that I wanted to get connected with. And instead of sending an email and explaining what I do with the fund drives and what I do, like with you, right? With offering tickets and things like that. I needed to convey to this person what I do. And an email was just not the right thing. So I did a really quick video. It was under a minute. And I just said, you know, hi, blah, 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 I'm Christine Blosdale, this is what I do, this is why I want to have you on the show. And it gets people's attention, and the engagement is really high. So that's one of my tips for you, just to stand out, so that you have something a little bit different than a long format email, and keep it brief.
Yes. Bullet points, brief.
Bullet
all that
points,
stuff.
yeah. It says time's up.
Yeah, I know, but you're so much fun.
Okay. So yeah, so if there's an important person that you want to reach, it's always good to think outside of the box. Again, instead of writing a long format email or trying to call them, just do something short and impactful.
All right, last thing, you have your own podcast called Outside the Box.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
It's Out of the Box with Christine. You can find it on iTunes or Apple Podcasts now, Spotify, and with my show, I am super, super happy because I get to actually have people that I like and I'm excited about. And I also, like I said, I train entrepreneurs on how to be on podcast shows, but also how to be a podcast host. Because that is a great, as you were saying earlier, that's a great way to get in, because when you're a podcast host, you're part of the media.
Right.
And you get to promote your own business. But do it smartly.
Right.
Yes.
Don't be obnoxious, don't be pompous.
Don't have the whole podcast show be about you and your business, because you're going to bore people. Nobody's going to want to listen to it. Have other guests, and at the end, you just say, by the way, I happen to do this business. Give me a call.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Christine Blosdale.
Thank you.